Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this British Travel Awards special interview. And I'm delighted to have on the other end of the line Kerry Gallagher. And she is the marketing guru. She is the top banana as far as marketing is concerned for Silver Travel Advisors. So good afternoon, Kerry.
Good afternoon. What an intro. What an intro. Thank you very much.
Good. Kerry, tell me a little bit more about Silver Travel Advisor. I know it does what it says on the tin to a certain extent, but I think it's a little bit more than perhaps it used to be, where it was more of a recommender site and just a brand and a publication. But I think you're a bit more than that now.
Exactly that. So we've been around for coming up to about 13 years now, and very much started as an ideas and inspiration website for the over 50s. So there was lots of articles written by our team of travel journalists and writers, user generated reviews about trips that people have taken, recommendation, advice, hints and tips. And then about 18 months ago, we evolved the business very slightly. The content side is always still hugely important to us and our community. So we'll still be doing all the same advising and recommending and suggesting, but we can actually book the holidays now as well. So as well as advising and recommending, we can actually book the holidays. We've got a team of home workers that work with us. So anybody who inquires about holiday can speak to our Silver Travel Advisors and not only get all the advice they need and the quotes that they need, but they can take it through to a booking as well with us.
Good. I mean, I noticed that you don't do online bookings. That's for a good reason, isn't it?
It is. It is. You know, we believe that service and it's just such a key part to a holiday. And I think these days where you have got, you know, slightly more involved in booking, especially the kind of bookings we do where it's not necessarily just a flight and a hotel, there can often be other elements in there as well, whether it's transfers or trains or tours or cruises. So we believe that it's that personal connection with the customer that's important, so we can really get to the bottom of exactly what it is somebody's looking for. We can make the right recommendations and almost handhold them through the whole process, from quoting to booking through to providing all of their documentation, and of course making sure that they've had a wonderful holiday at the end of it as well. So yeah, purposefully don't take online bookings. It's all done through our team of home workers, so either over the phone or we can do face-to-face on Zoom and video platforms as well. And if you're local, then the home workers can obviously meet up in person as well if needs be.
Good. Well, it's obviously a very what I can say, a seductive market segment you're going for, because this is probably the first generation of people that have benefited from property growth, property value growth, good education, travel, health. So it's a fit generation you're dealing with now, with quite a lot of knowledge of the market.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And we research our audience at least once or twice a year. And what we found from them, especially when we were looking at the 2023 outlook, was that the majority of our audience are planning to take more than one trip. So at least 2 to 3 trips in the year. They're a very adventurous group as well. So a lot of what we find is that, and especially after, I hate going back to sort of the COVID and pandemic days when we weren't allowed to travel, but I think what that has done is given people a bit more of an appetite to really go after that sort of once in a lifetime or unique experience that they've been chasing. So that's kind of the inquiries that we're getting through now, where it is the case that people want to go either somewhere bigger and iconic, they want to stay for longer, they want to take more of the family with them, so multi-generational holidays are quite popular. But on the flip side of that, solo travel is becoming, again, increasingly more popular with our audience, because I think people are kind of thinking, I'm not going to be held back because I'm traveling on my own, there are so many options out there for me. So yeah, some really good inquiries and some adventurous holidays that we're booking for people.
Yeah, there's definitely a YOLO type mentality. You only live once.
Yeah.
Getting on to the British Travel Awards, you obviously got involved. You've got involved with it. Why do you think the British Travel Awards is a good match for Silver Travel Advisor?
So we've worked with the team at the British Travel Awards for a number of years now, but last year was our first year as a sponsor, which we're obviously continuing again this year. And for us, I think it's just sort of a fantastic event that we're delighted to support. We've been lucky enough to win some of the awards before. So we've won the best travel review and ratings website a number of times. And it's just such a great platform for us to align ourselves against such a sort of prestigious organisation and nationally recognised award scheme, really.
Excellent. And the fact that it's voted for as opposed to judge is presumably another thing that you like.
It is certainly from the sort of voting side of things. Anything that's voted for by the great British public gives that bit of extra kind of stamp of authority on it, which we just love, because we, you know, truly believe that it's the consumers that should have their say and vote for who they think are the kind of winners and the leading names within the travel industry.
Good. And I think that November, whilst travel is a 12-month of the year occupation these days, November seems quite a nice time to bring the year to a conclusion and have a bit of a shindig down in London.
It does, and it's always such a fantastic event, because, like you say, we're not quite through with the year. There's a little bit left to go, but we're all certainly gearing up for that peak period in January and February. So to kind of let your hair down in November time is really great, just before Christmas as well. So it's a lovely time to get the team together and to see friends and colleagues across the industry as well.
Marvellous. Well, Kerry, I look forward to seeing you in Battersea in November, and good luck between now and then.
Oh, thank you so much, Graham. It's been brilliant to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Cheers.